Hi everyone, Dereck here. Right quick, I want to just say rest in peace, Amy Winehouse. I wasn't a big fan, but as an artist and music lover, I feel like she was one of us. Of course, she is. We're all one family. But I felt a kinship to Amy. I know what it's like to struggle with that specter of addiction. It looms large in the areas of entertainment, music, and art. It's something that we wrestle with. I'm sorry she didn't make it. So what I'd like to do, though, is a quick update on the last few things I bought, but as well as what I've been listening to. Okay. I get this acid reflex when I'm talking sometimes. It must be stress. So as much as I enjoy this, there's a certain amount of stress involved. So anyway, here we go. What have I been listening to and what have I bought in the last couple of days? Last few things I bought, one of them was Radiohead's Little by Little and Lotus Flower remix. And remixes by Caribou and Jacques Green. And what I like to say is, Tom York and the boys knew what they were up to. After allowing my initial excitement about their new album to die down and just listen to the record, it's really quite good. And getting past the expectation to be having my socks knocked off. That was the whole deal about my initial responses to the record, which is when you just let the record happen and just let the songs enter your psyche. It's really good stuff, and these remixes are really good. Switching to something I just listened to last night, had it forever, but I decided to play Bob Marley and the Wailers live. I like Mojo magazine, and I'll go through periods where I'm not keeping up with it, so I just recently picked up two recent issues, McCartney and Marley. This is one of my favorite music magazines. Mojo has been for a long time. And as a result of reading the Marley article, it got me to pull this out, and boy, side one of this is knockout. Trenchtown Rock, the way it starts out, fabuloso, Bob Marley. Some of the things I just decided to listen to. Max Lasser's Ark. I believe this man is from Sweden. And this loosely gets put in the New Age category. I hate that term, New Age. What it is it's beautiful, ambient, reflective music. This is not background music. This is not wallpaper music. This is music like the art on the cover. You can get lost in this music, and it's beautiful. Max Lasser's Ark, Into the Rainbow. Just decided to play that. What else did I pull out this weekend? Oval. Scenario. This is it might be one person, maybe two, I forget his name, but Oval, for a while there in electronic music, a subgenre called glitch sort of appeared, and this was music that I discovered through reading about what was called glitch. Kind of like where people are making music based on the mistakes and problems that you encounter with electronics. Again, I find it compelling and quite enjoyable. It's not like a song with words and a chorus or anything. It's more like it just sets up this tone. It sets up a tone for the room where you're at, and the sound, and how that impacts. Let's see. So I bought this at Amoeba, but finally have broken down and really given this a good listen. This is Boris with Ian Astbury of The Cult. It's very interesting, the sound of the band with Ian Astbury's voice. He almost sounds operatic, which you see my face, it's like, oh, really? That man's got a powerful voice, really powerful. I was not a Cult fan, and I'm probably not about to become a Cult fan, but I certainly have a deeper understanding of Ian Astbury's voice. The man's got a deep voice. Something else I pulled out from my archives of, I guess, what is called New Age. Again, I'm telling you, I don't like that term, but Larkin and Friends is an album that, again, I bought when I was in that period of exploring this type of music. This is a beautiful, wonderful, relaxing album. Mostly flute and acoustic instruments. It flows very nicely, kind of like sitting by a river, yeah, on a sunny, lazy day and just watching the current flow. That's what this music is like. It's very relaxing and therapeutic, I dare say. And sometimes that's what I need, is some therapy. Looking at this next album, it's just kind of hitting me. Yeah, I've needed some comfort. I have had a bout of depression recently. It's not situational, it's chemical, and I don't have nothing to say about it. It comes and goes. You folks that did suffer from depression know what I'm talking about. If it's not the usual situational depression that all of us deal with, clinical depression is like there's nothing wrong. There's no reason to be depressed, and you don't want to be depressed, but here it comes like a wave, and you just get through it. And so I've had a wave of that recently, and so I was listening to, as well, Pictures of Earth and Space by Jim Bartsch. This is gorgeous. This is just so freaking beautiful. It must be side 2 that has the song that really I found it on a Over Oceans. I found it on a sampler years ago, a CD sampler of the Audion label, which this is on, which was a premier label for relaxing ambient music back in the 80s. This album is beautiful, and this really, really, really did the job for me yesterday as far as just creating a space and an atmosphere that allowed me to just kind of be distracted to the point that I almost forgot that I was depressed. So it worked really well, Jim Bartsch. Let me see what else here. I know I have some other new stuff here. Music is also a balm to news. That crazy news out of Norway this weekend, the massacre of those people, and I don't even know the whole story behind it. Music is such a calming thing to go to, or if you need excitement. But what am I trying to say? It's like it's the oasis in the desert. Being able to come home and listen to some good music and block out of the crazy madness of this world. So I played the first song of this yesterday, Blue Afternoon, Tim Buckley. What's the name of the song? Because it sure did. Happy Time. Hit the spot, folks. What a voice and what a writer. Tim Buckley. Great, great album. Yeah, I was listening to that yesterday. You know, I recently bought this, but I played it all the way through yesterday. This is really, really good, and it brought me back to the concert too, seeing them do almost the entire album live. This is a great album. The Division Bell, Pink Floyd, really is really good. Oh yes, a couple more things I was playing. I pulled this out. Transmusique Concert à Paris, and what we have here is a live recording of an improvisation put together by members of Gong, Magma, and some other French musicians who I can't tell you about right off the top. This is sweet. This is really sweet, and it's like they let everyone take turns. Francois Cahen, who played piano and keyboards in Magma, turns in some really nice work on here. Really nice. And then, for a minute, I was feeling heavy, so I put on some Meshuggah. And I love this band. I really don't know what the lyrics are about at all. Can't figure it out. Really don't spend too much trying. I just know that the way that they designed the music, the low notes, the extreme syncopation, and playing with time signatures is just, I think, some of the best in rock music. I love Meshuggah. I love Meshuggah. A couple more things out of the archives that I played. This is a record that I took a chance on in the post-punk days, Braun area. I'm not sure why I bought this, different phrases. And in listening to it yesterday, the band sounds amateurish, but there's a charm to all three of these songs. The guy reminds me a bit of Bob Geldof in that he really can't sing, but he keeps you listening. Isn't that interesting? How a person really will have a lousy voice. Bob Geldof, perfect example. The man can't sing, But he'll get you to listen. He'll get you listening. Let me see what else. Just a couple more things and I'll stop here. Listen to Two Sides of Live Herald by Steve Hillage. Love this man's guitar playing. And I'll be honest, I'm on the hunt for some decent priced copies of his early stuff. Con, Space Shanty, and Ars Ekel. Used to have Space Shanty, and again, like a dumb bozo, sold the damn thing, you know? So I'm looking for those, but I really enjoyed listening to that. I pulled this out because, again, I still don't know anything about these musicians, but Fire in the Kitchen, Theory of Everything. I remember getting this for $0.25 and thinking of Lazarus, Dwayne, hey, man, you picked up those records for $0.25 a piece. Nice going, man. But years ago, there was a clearance somewhere, or somehow records were going for $0.25, and I got this, and I listened to it again. I'm going to have to listen to it again. It kind of reminds me of 5 UUs, which isn't going to help because most of you are thinking, who the hell is 5 UUs? I'll have to get back to you on this one. I played it and I don't remember really getting into it. I have to come back to this. I like the cover. I remember thinking it was all right, but I have to come back to it. I keep seeing, yeah, I play a lot of music. I do when I can. And then Sir Lord Baltimore. Oh, this is just crazy rock. This is just wild. This is just really, really good American hard rock. Like Grand Funk turned on 10, you know. Just great. The guitar playing is manic and wild and edgy, and it just sounds like the whole thing is about to go off the rails, which gives it that extra spark of greatness. And the drummer who's singing, he sings like he's singing like it's a joke, but he means it. So I'll just show those for now. Well, you know, I'm looking back here. I was thinking, yeah, let me show this too, because I had grabbed this Gabor Szabo and had played this. Sweet, sweet guitar playing, kind of cheesy, middle of the road type of arrangements, but his playing and picking style is singular and wonderful. Gabor Szabo. So that's what I've been listening to, and I'll see you all soon. You know I love your comments. Rest in peace, Amy. God bless you, girl.